Hi, welcome to week 6 of your weekly video boosters. This is the Pilates session. So as is the last week, I'm going to focus on doing a whole body Pilates session. So from start to finish, we're going to start in standing and finish up lying down, go through lying down, and we're going to work the whole body. So there's no particular one focus like we've had before, but it's more of just a flowing 10 to 15 minute session. So again, I'm in my bedroom, I've got the yoga mat here, and we're going to start in standing. So I know you can't quite see my head, but from a starting position here, I'm going to drop the chin towards the chest and gently roll through the body, letting the spine open and curl as we roll down. Use your breath to allow everything to open up in the back of the body. If you're doing it early in the morning or in the morning, as I am, you might find that you're just a little bit creaky and stiff as you come down. Everything will open out as you take it slowly and mindfully so that you feel all the parts of your spine. So we're going to do one roll down, rolling back up, and then again rolling back through, peeling your spine off over one by one. So each part of your spine tracks over your body. It's as if you've dropped your keys the other side of a fence and you're trying to reach them, lifting up here to curl up and over. And keeping this distance between your nose and your knees short so that you're really opening it out along the backs of the legs. And when you get down to the floor, just bend your knees so that you can rest towards the floor wherever you like. Dropping your head, let your head roll from side to side. Rolling towards your toes and back again. Breathing here, allowing your body to open. And then from this position, we're going to gently walk forwards, taking the body weight in the hands as you go. So we're coming through into a down dog position. Pressing back the rib cage with the arms to open out. And then from here, we're going to tilt forwards and bend the knees, hovering the knees above the ground. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, send the sit bones back up in the air, open through the ribs, open through the chest, find the spine, back into the dog. And then again, dropping, hovering the knees, breathing in here. And as you breathe out, rest the knees all the way down. Bringing the legs together now. And in this position, we're going to take a little cat curl. Just going to scoop the belly in, roll through the spine, pressing through the floor to stretch everything open. And then tilt the pelvis the other way. Roll through the spine, lift up, open through the chest as you breathe in. Make sure you're feeling pressing the floor away as you open it up through the spine. And again, scoop to tuck under. Roll through, pressing the shoulders apart, pressing the spine up to the ceiling. And rolling through the other way. Tilt the pelvis. So your tailbone is sticking up in the air and the rest of your spine is going to follow. And then you're coming into this long curve. Open the collarbones, breathing in. And breathing out one last time. And from this position, keeping the curl, I'm going to scoop back. So send the sit bones back towards the heels as we go back. And as we come forwards, a little way, we're going to scoop the right knee in towards the chest. Send the right leg out so it comes to level with the hip. And then bring the leg back in. Scoop the belly in. Left knee comes in, pressing from the floor. And again, left leg comes out, making sure you open your collarbones up towards the front as the leg lifts. And then coming back down. Right leg again, scoop in. This time, left arm is going to come with it as you push away. And then you reach up and through, keeping the back of the head pressed up towards the ceiling, collarbones lifted. And coming back down, scoop the left knee in, right arm. Pressing the floor away with your left hand. Reach and lift. And controlling back down. One more time each side, we're going to add on a little way. Scoop in. Reaching out. Keeping that lift. Open the leg and the arm out to the side. Leg and the arm come forwards again. Everything comes in. One of these on the left. Scoop in, reach back. Stretch everything out. Back of the head presses up towards the ceiling. Lifted in the ribs, open collarbones. Open everything out to the side. Everything goes forwards again. And dropping back down. Now this time we're going to scoop in with the right knee on its own. Stretch that right leg out. It crosses across the body to the left and goes down onto the floor. And you're going to rotate through the whole body so that your arm comes up to the ceiling and you get a long stretch. And reverse to bring that back down. Left knee comes in. Reaching that back out. A left leg comes across the body, goes down onto the floor. You open out through that whole hip, reaching away from the floor, turning in the chest, opening through that right hip joint particularly, and then to come down, everything comes down together. Good. Now from here we're going to come down onto our knees and lifting the left arm up. I'm going to go up and over, and as you go up and over I want you to get a feeling of pushing up the floor away with your right arm, so as if you're trying to really press the floor or slide your mat away. And by doing that we're getting a long stretch through the left side in between the ribs and the pelvis, and coming back up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you curl over. Press to slide the left hand away along the mat. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, coming back up. Good, up and over. We're going to add on a little way this one. Pushing away again with the hand, reaching with the left arm as you go over. Rotate towards the floor. So as if you're curling around a ball. So really give the ball space in this area around your chest, between your chest and the floor. So curve around the ball so you really open out. And then come back onto the side, reach, and come back up. Up and over the other side. Breathing in here. Rotate. Create that energy, that space between the floor and your chest. Come back onto your side and coming back up. Good. Okay, we're going to come down onto the mat on the floor. So, starting with your heels in line with your bottom. So when you put your feet down, the soles of your feet, the back of your pelvis back of your ribs and the back of your head should all be in one line, as if you were up against a wall right behind you. You would all be flat. Resting your head in your arm, drawing your belly button in towards your spine so that you pick up your waist. So no splodged waist down on this side. You're going to lift up, make sure the underside of the ribs, the waist are active, hips directly on top of each other. And then from here, keep the heels together. And we're just going to isolate the glute work first of all by pressing open with the clam. All the while you're making sure that nothing's changing around here. So we're going to do about 10 to 12 of these. I'm a little bit rubbish at counting because I get lost when I start talking. So judge it when you feel like you are not keeping the quality of the movement any longer. And rest there. Now we're going to take the top leg, stretch the top leg out. I know you can't see my foot, but the leg is stretched out so you can see a long straight leg. Same thing here. We're going to keep the waist lifted, ribs drawn in and active, belly button drawn towards the spine, hips right on top of each other, and no falling forwards or backwards. So on top of each other vertically, on top of each other forwards and backwards as well. And then keeping the foot flexed up, so in a flex position, we're going to press the heel up towards the ceiling. And again, we're going to do about 10 to 12 of these. If you feel like doing more, then you are able to just keep on going. We're only going to switch sides after this. And rest there. Now, before we switch sides, so rolling onto your front, we're going to do some extension work. So have your hands right underneath your shoulders next to your chest, as if you do a push-up. Nose down towards the floor, forehead down so that your back of your neck is long. And from here, we're going to roll the elbows down towards the sides of the hips. Drag your shoulder blades with it so that your shoulder blades go towards your back pockets. And as that happens, start to lengthen the spine out away from you. And as you lengthen through the spine, coming up so that your collarbones open towards the wall opposite you. And then roll back down. So just a subtle one to begin with. Breathing in. Breathing out. Roll the elbows down towards the sides of the legs, the hips. And as you breathe in, coming up, maybe you come up a little bit higher this time, keeping the chest open and the length in that extension. And breathing out, come all the way down. Breathing in, breathing out, roll through the elbows. Breathing in to come all the way up. Breathing out, roll through and release there. Now we can work with the shoulders a little bit stronger by now having the hands underneath the forehead, and we're going to move the arms. So resting the head down on the forehead, take a breath in. Breathing out, you're going to drag the elbows back towards the sides of the waist. Breathing in, lift and open out. So we may be coming up about, let's say 6 inches from your hands. So not all the way. And then Breathing out, lift the hands to the head. Open the arms out. Reach the arms long out. Draw the elbows down. And then you're going to reach your arms down by your side. Breathe in, spiral your arms so that your palms are facing out and your thumbs are up to the ceiling. Open the collarbones even more, lift up a little bit higher. And then hold that position as you bring your hands back to your head and roll all the way down. One more time with that. Breathing in. Breathing out, drag the elbows back towards the sides of the ribs, lifting up through. As you breathe in, breathing out, lift the hands, make sure you draw your belly button in to give you the strength in the front of your body as well. Breathing in, reach the arms out. As the arms down by your side, and from here spiral the arms out so your palms face outwards, thumbs up to the ceiling. Breathe in to lift and curl, and hold this position as you bring your hands back to your head and roll all the way down. Lovely. Now from here we're going to roll onto our backs. And keeping the heels a few inches away from the sit bones. I'm going to start with gentle pelvic tilt, so just working through. So we're starting with tilting the pelvis back, dropping the spine, curling, making sure the ribs are soft, and gently rolling back down. So just start with where you are today, roll through, feel how your spine is moving, and take each pelvic tilt movement just to progress a little bit longer, a little bit further each time. We're going to maybe do 4 or 5. Make sure you send your knees forwards. Lengthen the thigh bones and rolling down, and again scoop, tilt, send the knees forward, and last time roll all the way up. Great, now from here, let's rest the arms out in a T shape. And we're going to do a snake movement to come all the way down. So as you come down, you're going to shift your ribs over towards each side. And to help you with that, you're going to push with the opposite arm. So press the arm to shift the ribs, press the arm to shift the ribs, shift, shift, shift. And you're snaking through your spine all the way until you roll down and rest. Take a breath in at the top, at the bottom here. As you breathe out, roll up again. Good. And from this position, we're going to bring the arms all the way overhead. And rolling back down, you're going to bring your right hand behind your head and your left arm down beside your body. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to reach that left hand up and over as if you're trying to touch the fronts of your kneecaps. And roll back down. Always remembering when we're rolling up to get a feeling of leaning back in towards the spine, in towards your bra strap. Lean your head back in towards your hand so that you get length to come up rather than crunching at the front. So breathing in, breathing out, leaning back. One more. Now I'm going to open that arm out to the side. And as you open the arm out to the side, you're going to spiral. So reach to spiral. Using the same arm stretched out, we go up and over and send this elbow back so that you're reaching onto the armpit rather than down to your side. And roll back down. Good. Just resting the right arm down, place the left hand behind your back of your head. Keeping your elbow lifted up, take a breath in. As you breathe out, reach in towards your knee. Now open the arm out, curl. See if you can get longer on the curl. Up and over. And releasing down there. Take a breath in. Roll through the pelvic tilt one more time. Bring the arms all the way over again. Bring both hands behind your head with your thumbs long down the back of your neck. Roll down through your body, and as you roll down, you're going to curl your head and shoulders up. Again, the long spine as you curl, the length in the spine. Think about knitting the abdominals across. Think about leaning into the bra strap and the head back into the hands. And now from here, we're going to squeeze the knee towards the head 5 times. And now straighten that leg out and then squeeze it back in. And place the foot down. And going with the other side. Squeeze the left in 5 times. And stretch and squeeze. Place the foot down. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lengthen to roll all the way down with control. Good. Now from here, you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, roll up through the pelvic tilt. Stay up in this height, making sure the hips are open and the ribs are soft. We're going to squeeze 5 times. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Now we're going to drop the hips down to about halfway. So we just release and squeeze. And again, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold here. I'm going to drop through one side, so roll the ribs down on one side, tilting the pelvis until your bum just reaches the floor and you roll back up. So roll through, getting the ribs to work, the abdominals to work, bum hits the floor and squeeze up. Twist, roll through and press, twist, roll through. And press, twist, rolling through. And press, last one. Good. Now from here we're going to do walking So lifting one foot, place it back down, lift the other foot, place it back down, making sure that nothing's changing around the hips as you scoop and control it. And relax there. Take a breath in, roll through the spine to breathe out. Bring the arms all the way overhead. We're going to roll up to sitting here. Bring the arms up, breathing out. Reach the legs, sitting tall. We're going to roll down one more time. Scoop the belly back, drag the heels back with you, roll through. Arms overhead, breathing in. Breathing out. Reach to sit tall and release there. Lovely. Good. So we're going to finish there. It was really nice to be working with you with the films for the last 6 weeks. I look forward to doing it again. Bye.